How are you learning to more effectively sell corporate event sponsorships?
Well, I'll say when I'm looking to bring on corporate partners, I emphasize partner. I'm looking primarily for an organization or organizations that have shared values with what we're trying to create with influencer globally. So as much as we have those shared values, I'm really looking for a partner to come on board and help realize that dream. So I think the closer we can work together, where I have a clear vision on where I want the event to go and really the content platform, and then they have, their needs, their audiences that they're looking to plug in. As much as we can work on that together as true partners beyond just writing a check, I think you have the opportunity to really create something special. And that's the whole premise behind something like influencer. Like there's tons of events out there that are all the same. We're challenging ourselves to create something that is truly different and to create a community. This is not just about sitting in a room over the course of 2 or 3 days and being talked to. It's about having an engagement that is happening all the time, consistently with this group of people around the world. And when a partner has to understand that, or else they're simply not the right partner for this, which is fine. But it's critical for me going forward to be very cognizant of that. And I think one of the virtues of having founded the conference is that, the buck stops here. Ultimately, I have to go on what I think is best in order to build the organization. And so some partners might not be best. And that's one of those expediency things where you have to determine, okay, do I want what's long-term best for the brand and what I'm building, or do I want what's short-term best? I think society-wise, we focus too much on short-term, hence quarter by quarter Wall Street mentality. Having come from that, I could see where that gets you going down the wrong direction. And so I'm thinking a year, 2 years, 3 years as to where I want this to be. And I want partners who want to take that ride.
Like, how does that conversation start, and then when does the deep conversation happen, and then where are you finding that commitment is secured?
The deep conversation happens right away. It's to me about putting everyone's cards on the table, because it doesn't make sense to engage half-heartedly and then have to go back and course correct with a partner. It's better to have everyone's expectations pretty much laid out. And you definitely have to customize these things. I mean, we've engaged with different partners differently, because everyone has different needs. But holistically speaking, like I said, I prefer to have a robust commitment, have a partner that's thoroughly engaged in what we're trying to create. And so I try to have as deep a conversation as possible quickly so they understand where I'm coming from. So they have perfect information, or as perfect information as they can obtain, to say, you know what, that doesn't sound like something that we're really interested in. Or that sounds really great. How can we really take this to the next level? So the sooner I can have that conversation, the better. So it can be a handshake later. I try to get right to the point.